Hello, friends. Theo Blackthorn here. Before we get you started on this week's episode, let's get you caught up on what's happened before.
We were told that there's like a very sacred crystal.
They took it to the courthouse.
There might be some very potent magic or powerful energy that we might be able to combine Chad back together.
Rosie, there's another mystery in this town. We need to find Chad. There seems to be something that was at the library, but now at the courthouse. You want to go with us?
Oh, no, we don't go look at the crystal. We just celebrate the crystal.
Maybe it's gorgeous.
Maybe you should go look at the crystal.
We just enjoy.
You just enjoy the power from the crystal. I see. That's kind of evil. I like it.
You know what? I guess I can show you guys.
That's the spirit.
And you look into the cell. On the ground is a child, and you recognize this as the son.
Rosie's son? Are you sacrificing that young boy?
It's not a sacrifice. For all of us to live in peace, one needs to suffer. What are you doing? It's not too late. You have to put him back.
Rosie, what are you doing? Sacrificing your own kid?
We promised to never be powerless again. The one thing that I know, even you know, that will eventually take that power away is death.
To torture that young boy is worth it so that you and your friends can have the time of your life for eternity?
Us and our family. And I'll make that choice 100 times over.
And 100 times over, I will say no.
I'm going to have to put him back with that stone.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Rosie, it's me, Teddy, your brother. Remember when we were kids? We'd say we will always stick together in everything we do. And I cast Charm Person.
Teddy, you promised you wouldn't hurt me.
And I'm not going to. I'm here to help. I'm here to help all of you find rest and comfort. We're going to take your boy.
But
let's leave this place. Let's take your boy, my nephew, and we'll just go. Let's just go.
As he's walking away, you see a green tentacle or green energy kind of flow out from his back. And he looks at you and he goes, "Are you trying to take my star pupil away from his studies?"
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm the principal.
Did you just kill Rosie?
Minor inconvenience. That little stone you have there, I'm going to have to put it back.
I would like to make an insight check to see like how much of Rosie's mind is still there.
You look into his eyes and you see a blank fog of green smoke, and you see a flicker of Rosie.
You made your decision not out of hostility, but out of fear. Fear of being no more. This was misguided. Death is not the end. It is merely a different state. Rosie, if you can hear me, if you're in there, release yourself. It is time. And I would like to make a persuasion check. A natural 20.
Get him!
You reach Rosie, and the body falls. And Rosie finally gets to rest.
So this principal character can possess anyone?
I have a suggestion. You own a town. Why don't we take your family there? Let's go collect the rest of them. And if you want, we can take some of these people as well. And then I'm going to awaken mine to Mr. Blackthorn, and I'm going to go, revenge does require fighters. If we're going to continue to pick up children, might as well make them useful.
And I look knowingly at Max with a smirk, and I nod. Mm-hmm.
I point at those two because I can't hear Awaken Mine. I just see them like knowingly looking at each other, nodding, and I go, I don't like it. Share with the group.
Nothing was said.
Nothing was said. We just have an understanding with each other.
And I nod knowingly.
I also nod knowingly back.
The Merlot is the one you want.
I'll take a Merlot. We gotta find a boat. And another sip of that drink, too. That was amazing. There's a library on the Purple Rocks. Looks exactly the same as the ones we've been to. Thumbs! Wait, no. Thumbs hold, hand hold, thumb hold, thumb hold. There's a boat and thumb hold. And we need to go steal it.
First of all, what is that? And secondly, how much would you like for the entire bottle?
He's trying to make a child army. Hi, my name is Paige Raymond. I play Anne O'Neing, regionally renowned one-woman band in the Forgotten Realms, on a personal journey to do her village proud by racking up fame and good fortune.
How much fame and good fortune has she racked up?
Enough to be regionally renowned. A confusing, often conflated fame and infamy.
Yet no one's heard of you still.
We're not in the same region. We're in a different region.
That's her answer to everything.
Yeah.
You have to go to a town where they're like, Anna,
You wait.
it's coming.
When we go to hell, everyone will know my name.
Oh, they play your music nonstop.
Are we going to hell, DM?
We are now.
That's like a level. It's like a level 14 thing. Let's relax, guys.
My name is Pat Salambier. I play Trogram the Half-Orc. He is a barbarian who has left his home on a quest to save his village and has a mysterious artifact.
I'm Matt Callahan. I play Horatio Rumbuckle. He is also a fellow bard, friend of Anne O'Neing. He has a performing partner, Peanut, the squirrel familiar, multi-instrumentalist, and a former member of a traveling circus.
The squirrel is a multi-instrumentalist? That's amazing.
Everyone is a multi-instrumentalist. Peanut is very talented.
We saw.
We've seen that.
Yeah. That pirate tale was riveting. Yeah.
Still haven't mentioned that I'm also friends with Horatio, and now I feel like a terrible character.
You are a terrible
I'm
friend.
Anne's friend, but you know, Anne's not my friend. I'm Anne's friend. Like,
Yeah. I just refuse to recognize it out of...
My name is Jorge Bardeles Joyner. I play Maximilian Dupont, a chubby merchant kid whose one goal is the utter destruction and humiliation of his stepfather.
Utter destruction.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not just
We're going for everything he's got.
we're going for the episode 1, annihilate the knoll via psychological damage.
You guys are my investment here.
And I am Frank Chiapponi, the Elder. I play Theo Blackthorn, who is a prominent, well-to-do merchant in the town of Newfoundland, who has a troubled past as a youth and has recently taken up a hobby as a warlock.
And I'm Frankie Chiapponi, the DM. I don't have a cool intro.
Okay.
It was cool.
Do you have a cool
to be-
fact?
Besides, you're the 4th.
Besides, I'm the 4th. My cool fact: I fought competitively for 10 years,
Wonderful. That is a cool fact.
Verbally or
Yeah.
physically?
emotionally.
I'm still fighting every damn day.
Yeah.
Taking it one day at a time.
It's a constant battle with myself.
Only 10 years. That's pretty good.
Only 10 years.
I've only fought with myself for 10 years.
That's why he can do voices so well. It's the brain damage.
Boxing. Boxing is the fighting. So straight.
Oh, no, I was talking about the bar fights.
It's professional in that you robbed them after you beat them up.
I would
get paid
only
for it.
respect him more.
All right, so as always, we are sitting around the campfire, and if you have a question that you want to ask us, feel free to send a DM or follow us on our Patreon and ask away. And the question for today is, what is something one of your companions has done that makes you proud of, or impressed by them? I'll say that one more time. What is something one of your companions has done that makes you proud of or impressed by them? And have you told them? Why or why not?
When Horatio first joined the traveling circus, I was very, very proud of him. But then he was in a traveling circus, so I never got the chance. And then when he came back, he had Peanut. And I've never felt comfortable telling him that. And I should be better. But I don't want Peanut to believe that I'm talking to him. So Horatio, not Peanut, and I cannot stress this enough, I'm very proud of you for making it off the streets and following your dreams for as long as you could.
Well, thank you very much, Anne. I'm sure Peanut understands, but I'll be sure not to relay.
Squeak,
to
squeak,
him.
squeak.
You shut your damn mouth. That wasn't for you.
Peanut's shaking his fist.
Yeah. He doesn't care. He's delightful. Peanut is like really nice.
Peanut is very confident in his skills too. He doesn't let the haters get to
There
him.
is not a doubt in that that little furry head. There's a reason why the servant that you spawned was able to catch him. But Willie Joel was able to catch him.
Willie Joel.
Willie
Jesus.
Joel.
and not Horatio.
When Horatio was thrown 20 feet into the air by 30 feet into the air by the spectral anomaly, he fell with grace, and it was the most athletic thing I have seen him do. And I am proud of you for your athleticism.
Well, I certainly wasn't the trapeze artist in our traveling circus.
You sell yourself short.
You died, but then you came back to life. That was also something I think that we collectively are all very proud of.
You know, my skills as a healer have served me well many times, but I would encourage group treatment. help your friends.
Please help me.
You know, my back is still sore after that. I think, I think I need to, as I mentioned, Peanut is already very, very confident in his skills, but I'm never failed to be impressed by some of his performing prowess, especially the most recent performance we did with the pirate swashbuckling tale. He nailed every single beat of that line, and I couldn't have been prouder. I tell him this all the time, and as I said, it may get to his head sometimes, but it's made him very confident.
I'm shaking my head and plugging my ears.
I think it comes across that I respect Mr. Blackthorn the most. His viciousness, his ruthlessness, and his merchant abilities. I want to emulate more.
Well, I thank you, young Max. I'm glad my ruthlessness could be a role model for you, an example for you. That's very, very interesting. Thank you. For me, when young Anne stepped on that stage in that tavern and put on the absolutely most hideous performance I've ever heard in my life,
Unforgettable, I think you mean.
but then walked off the stage with the self-confidence that she nailed it and not lose a shred of, wasn't embarrassed at all, or I just
No
think
reason to be.
that was truly amazing. And I don't know if I ever told you how truly awful that performance was, but it was truly awful. But how you handled it was so well done.
Our
Bravo.
dialects are very different, but I will accept awful as a substitute for unforgettable. So thank you.
I prefer to think of her performance as experimental in its nature.
Untreaded ground.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Undeterred optimism. Very good.
You don't get regionally renowned doing things that other people are already good at.
There's that viciousness I was talking about.
She has the fight in her.
Bravo.
Something one of my companions has done that I'm just so proud of is just how
Holy shit, the fire's talking.
Seriously, put it out.
Sorry, I interrupted the fire.
is just how strong, talented, and beautiful Chad is. And like his voice is just so magnificent. And I'm just at a loss of words of just
He's so knowledgeable and useful.
yeah.
He knows how to answer so many
He's
questions.
so talented at answering questions in the way that he knows how.
It's almost as if you share one mind.
Fun melt.
It's as if. Too bad we don't. That would be amazing for me.
to know everything.
Well, friends, that was a fun bit of a listen, wasn't it? Now, I'm being asked to inform you that something called our Patreon channel is now open for business. So if you would enjoy some extra content from the Dead Dragon Society, be sure to check that out now. Anywho, on with our story. This week's episode is called Wondrous Wall.
I like looking around, realize I have lost complete control of the situation, and I just kind of shrug my arms and
I'm just shaking my head disapprovingly.
I nod knowingly.
I looked at you and I go, don't nod. You're supposed to be on the same side here.
All right.
It's become my thing.
I can't stop.
Anne, I'm worried about you.
She's definitely got a problem. Now she's making up lies on this stuff.
I know so much. And I look at everyone. And I make eye contact with everyone for at least half a second too long.
Okay, we gotta go to
the water of life.
So
Lisa
Did Anne just become an omnipotent being?
just text me everything I know now. And I land at the barkeep and I stare at him the longest. And I go, everything.
Listen here.
I know you're not Jonathan.
Does this stuff wear off?
I've never drank it.
Wait, you've never drank what you're selling?
I don't dabble in my merchandise.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely a problem with this, and we shouldn't be trusting her right now.
I don't see what other choice we have.
This is the only information we
Well,
have.
Thank you,
Here's
Trogger.
the thing. If we travel to that town, what was the name of the town?
Thumbhold.
If we travel to Thumbhold, and we...
Thumb.
Thumbhold.
Thumbhold.
Imagine it
I
was
called it.
Thonghold.
If we travel to Thumbhold and we see a ship captain with an unusually large hat, we might lead some credence to what Anne has been saying.
That is an excellent point.
Not everything she's been saying is correct, but sure, let's go.
I shake my head again. I go, you wish. Monster.
You don't know what you know.
I turn to the barkeep and I say, "You will take care of the those who are healthy." And I'd like to make an insight check to see if he's telling the truth. Oh my god! Not
No,
a natural 20,
no.
but a 19.
Oh, mercy.
Even though you can tell that this guy is somewhat of a sleazy businessman and incredible smooth talker, you can tell that he is telling the truth about taking care of the kids.
This like 17-year-old is like a hardened criminal mastermind.
They live here now. They're safe here now.
he did.
I'm convinced this is a demigod, actually, at this point.
Not gonna lie, same, yeah.
Yeah, this is a pocket dimension, and he's like
Dressed in
The god of Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
what is that? The crappy Halloween? Not the crappy. The perfectly reasonable Halloween store that pops
Spirit?
up. Yeah, he's just in a spirit Halloween devil's
Perfectly
costume. He's a demigod.
And they all have careers as bussers now. Come on.
I go back to Zach and I say, "I will play you again at Giants Jenga."
He's been just like shell shocked this whole time. He's just like staring.
It's gonna take a while for the trauma to go down.
nothing a lot of skee ball can't fix.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
I'm like working shit out when I play skee ball.
Throwing overhand.
You never left me.
No, I do skee ball and positive affirmations.
I got 100. Let me do the best.
I am worthy.
I'm gonna do that next time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The sinkhole. Oh, not that one.
So I'm assuming you guys are leaving to go to the town.
Yeah, we make our way to the portal and then we're going to turn south and then we're going to head.
As you get to the portal, a rock, somewhat of the same one that you saw before, is there.
Dwayne, good to see you again.
And the portal is not activated.
I tap on the rock. Hey, let us out.
To leave, and its voice speaks up, and you hear, to leave, speak backwards from where you are now.
So from where you are now.
Hell.
Right, somebody write that down. From where you are now, speak backwards.
Never.
Yeah, never.
I grab a stick and I write in,
Never.
and I write in the dirt from where you are now.
Yeah, Trogon walks up to the rock and says, "One era, oui, who, morph."
What?
Exactly. Exactly.
Trogram, did you also drink some of that wine? What?
No, it is from where you are now, but you say it
Yeah,
backwards.
exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. Thank you. At least somebody got what I was saying.
And this is
That
why
was
he's my lawyer.
genius.
One era.
I wait excitedly. I'm very confident that word.
Morph.
Keep waiting.
I go,
happens.
now are you where from?
Now are you where from? Well, that's another way to do it. That's true. Now are you where from?
Wherefore art thou?
I just say backwards.
Speak backwards from where you are now.
Aren't we in heaven?
Neva.
Neva.
Never.
I would say backwards. I say backwards.
Nothing happens.
While you guys figure this
I
out,
say Straukub.
Straukup.
It's backwards.
Nothing happens.
Trogram, is this your native language? I've never heard you speak like this before.
What's the name of the town we're in?
No, this is the riddle.
this is honestly
You're
the
so
smartest
talented.
work I've ever come across.
What's the name of the town we're in?
I don't know.
Hannavin.
Hannibin. That's it. Yep.
Hannibin.
Heaven?
Novana.
And Niva.
Navona.
No, not quite.
Open sesame.
Speak backwards. What is it?
You were on the right trail.
Havana is on the right trail? Have a nutta.
Oh my god.
Mother. Are you my mother?
Nava. Havana.
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 Oh, wait. Nev.
Yeah, I got this here somewhere.
Havana. And Aniva.
Oh.
Aniva.
Nevea.
Nirvano. Well, it's an Onavrin is what I have written down.
Navana?
That's, you know what? That's close enough.
Navana.
You speak the words Nirvana,
Oh, Nirvana.
and the portal opens.
Oh, it was an A instead of an O.
None of us, no one knew how to spell the name of the
Nirvana.
city. We've only had the oral legend passed down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. So this was Nirvana, but backwards, which is true.
I go,
You clever
Trogram, I'm very proud of you for
Yes.
knowing so many different languages.
It's 1,000 monkeys and 1,000 typewriters kind of situation.
And you walk through the portal. Woo! You walk through the portal. The swooshing sounds of magic rushes through your ears, and you step, and you see a city.
So we're staring out over Thornhold.
You're staring out over Thornhold. It is a small cobblestone city, nothing spectacular about it. There is farmland around. The tallest building in the city is around two stories. As you all start walking towards the city, around halfway there from where you started, who's holding the stone?
I am.
The stone pulsates, poof, and a yellow light shoots out and kind of then gets sucked right back in around all of you. And you all level up.
What? You should have told me earlier. As we walk towards the town, you get to the kind of the front, like it's kind of placed on top of a hill, and the cobblestone road just kind of goes up some stairs with a couple buildings and then splits into two directions, left and right. And you notice a flyer sitting on the wall in front of you. And the flyer says, "In the center of town, the Enigma Circus. Come one, come all." And then there is a sign pointing to the right that says docks.
Do I recognize the Enigma Circus?
You do not.
So say that again. The Enigma Circus is to the left and the docks are to the right? Okay. All right.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I feel like I've had my fill of misery and fighting for a little while. Would you be interested in
A show?
having some rest and going and seeing the wonders of performance that this town might have to offer?
I say yes.
Now,
Also, did we ever pay for that Merlot?
Don't ask questions like that.
I'm not entirely certain what their business model is in there, but based on what they're peddling, I'm not sure they're certain either.
We have traveled far. I require no entertainment. I do require provisions.
We will get you some chickens.
Drogram, you need to lighten
You know,
up.
most, at least at our circus, we used to have the best roast chicken. It had a little honey glaze on it. It was delicious.
What do you have for sweets?
I look into my rucksack and I just see mostly boring rations and like
I didn't mean you specifically, Horatio.
one like candied walnut that's been sitting at the very bottom of the bag. I was like, well, I don't have much to offer you, but I think this is the closest that I might have to offer.
I
Handing
didn't
over the
mean
walnut.
you. I meant
Does
the
Peanut
circus.
eat it?
My circus used to have provision. Which provision did my circus with? Well, I was too busy with the show to know too much about all of the different confections that they were working on in the kitchens. But I was particularly fond of their sweet rolls.
Okay.
I'd be down to get some entertainment in.
I'd be happy to go along with the group if that's what you guys decide. And those sweet rolls sound, if they have those, sound
I take a-
awfully tasty.
I want to take a closer look at this. Is this like an advertising poster with like decoration and stuff?
Yes.
Does it describe like what types of shows this circus has to offer? Is it an animal circus or an acrobatic circus?
It's pretty bare boned. It's just very colorful and fun. You can see kind of there's a picture drawing of acrobatics as well as animals.
Well, from what I can tell, this seems like a relatively local affair, so I can't claim to the quality we'll see. But they seem to have a menagerie of some sort, so it's always fun to see the beasts from far off.
So is that a yes, or are we just
I'm
going to
game.
stand around staring in the
I
middle of town?
require provisions.
I pat Trogam on the back and start kind of leading him in the direction of the circus, saying, "Let's
the
go
back
get you
of-
some chickens."
On the
Trogan
back of
starts
his
walking
calf?
towards the circus.
I am sure we'll be able to find some provisions wherever this is in the center of town where the circus is located.
My mind's pretty messed up, so I'm just gonna follow you guys wherever and just give it a break for a little bit.
Just super hungover. Just
That
running your
Merlot
temple.
really got to me.
I thought it
Not
was
really
a Merlot.
hungover, but whatever it was, I'm thinking a lot about existence, and I could use a funny.
As you guys walk through town, it's cobblestone, wood. You hear kids playing. There's music. You hear music in the distance. As you get closer and closer to the center, it starts getting louder and louder. And then you see the tents. You see the Enigma Circus. It has pitched its colorful tents within the heart of Thornhold, right in the center. Under the grand crimson and gold tent, acrobats twist through the air, fire dancers leave trails of flames, and illusionists weave spells into breathtaking spectacles. The apple polisher wagon houses fantastical creatures, and you see a wagon, and it has a big sign that says the apple polishers. It houses fantastical creatures, two-headed snakes, winged lions, and shimmering unicorns, while Madame Zephora reads tarot cards in her fortune teller's tent. Backstage, in the tent.
So there's the wagon with animals. There's a fortune teller's tent. Was there a third thing?
Like the main
Fire
tent.
dancers,
Yeah.
and
Fire dancers.
acrobatics.
And it's, yeah.
I look around and I go, how did they get permits to set this up in the middle of town? That's crazy. Never heard of them before.
I just laugh at chuckling. I say, "You would be surprised at the ability of carnival folk in manipulating local governments."
They got to keep the people happy.
This feels or appears to be a much larger circus than just local.
Oh, I'm just grinning ear to ear watching this. Like, so excited to see how much bigger of a spectacle this was than I was expecting.
Horatio, this is the first time I've ever seen you this free.
This is bringing me back to very happy times in my days. I just cannot wait to see all of the lovely performances these talented group of individuals is no doubt going to bring.
Well, lead on, man. Lead us to the provisions.
Yeah, where would you like to go first?
You're the expert.
Let me do an investigation check on my nose. Whisper. I'm trying to smell to see if I can smell chicken roasting somewhere. Let's see.
First roll with your new die.
17.
Okay.
17? Did you roll a 7? Oh.
I was like, did I give him cursed dice?
It's okay. Don't worry. He's got
And what
plus
do you-
10.
What are you trying to do?
Jesus.
I'm trying to smell for chicken.
Roll for chicken. Roll for sniff.
Roll for
He
sniff.
just did a 17
I
on the
did.
old sniffer.
It's in the main tent where all of the acrobatics and all of the excitement is. As you smell it something coming from there.
I kind of lift my head up in a little bit, take a deep whiff of the smell, definitely getting mostly an overpowering sense of animal feces from a variety of different animals. But through the the smell and distraction of all the noises, I can get the whiff of some roasting chicken that I, without saying a word, just start walking in and part the tent doors to start
Right
walking towards the
before you
direction
get
of
to the tent doors, they part. They part without you touching it, and you're able to walk right in.
I just turn around and kind of do just like a little happy jump. I'm just like, this is very fun.
And
I've never seen him so confident.
As you walk in, you just see the fire dancing. You see the trapeze. You can hear the music, and it just engulfs you in happiness. And
Yeah.
and to the left, as you walk in, you see a stand for food, and the rest of the outer spits of the tent are just filled with people and seats for to watch the show.
Where is the music coming from?
There is a selected spot in the back right where there is no seating, and it's kind of like carved out to the end of it, and there is a band on top of it.
I'm heading that way.
This is important. Do you walk around in the crowd, or do you go through the show?
You're a
I'm
performer.
like clambering through the crowd. I'm like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, top performer, excuse me, just trying to get to the stage.
As you're doing that, I'm looking at Trogrim and I'm going, as a warrior, can you not admire their ability to do all these tricks?
It is certainly athletic.
Look at the fire dancers. Does that not entertain you? Are you not entertained?
Entertain.
You see the smallest, tiniest little smile on Trogum. Like the corners of his mouth go up by like almost an imperceptible amount if you were to use a ruler. Like, and he says, I am having fun.
Good.
And he sits down with like a bowl of popcorn to watch the fire dancers and contemplate.
Before we get to Anne, Horatio, what do you do?
It's all food.
Yeah, I'm on my way, presumably waiting in line or actively walking up to a chicken vendor.
Trogrim is just taking someone else's popcorn.
You do not need this.
You are so small.
Just roll intimidation. You know what? Roll intimidation.
No, we wouldn't just take a piece
I think
of
you
would.
would. I think you just saw a bucket of popcorn sitting on
like someone
a
put it
bleacher
down.
seat.
Yeah.
Somebody's clearly off to going to the bathroom or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's certainly
And you
what
just
happened.
picked
Yeah.
it up and sat down in their seat and started eating.
Says Trogrim. He sort of shuffles through the crowd to try and find a seat somewhere in the bleachers. And yeah, as Matt described, he sees a bowl of popcorn just completely unattended, and says, "Provisions." Sits down, picks it up, and starts munching away.
I'm with Trogrim. I don't know. Blackthorn, are you with us?
I'm with you.
So the three of us are together, and I'm looking at them, and I'm going, after this, we should definitely go see our fortunes. They're reading fortunes in the back.
Oh,
I need to know.
I've always been one to love to get a little peek at the future whenever I could. Yeah, I wouldn't be up for that.
I just want to know how many more years it's going to take for his death. You know what I mean?
Do you think it could get that specific? I wonder.
It's going to happen. I look at you intensely. It's going to happen.
Young Max, let me give you a piece of advice. Maybe give it a rest.
No.
Coming on a little strong.
No, I don't think I will.
This will
All right,
end.
good talk.
And that leads us into our dragon tales. I sit next to Blackthorn, and I say, listen, watching you has taught me about ambition, a thirst for it, if you will. Now let me teach you about a hunger for revenge and how to nurture it. Here are Maximilian's 3 tips for how to hunger for ambition or for revenge.
And I'll give them to you on discount.
Please share.
For 9 easy payments of $19.99.
I take out 3 trinkets, and then I take out the brick with your brother's name.
Yes.
And I look at you and I go, I can't offer you any solace. But if you're going to get revenge, you have to have determination. And here are 3 ways that I have done that. One is this trinket right here that I carved with my father. And every night or every other night I look at it and it reminds me of the loss that I suffered. And then I take out another trinket and it's a woven flower bracelet with the name Robin on it. And I go, this I wear on me. And I look at it occasionally. And it reminds me of what I have sacrificed. And I take out a third and it's a gold coin. And I look at it and I go, this I have never spent and I never will until the day that that man dies. They threw this at my feet. This is a humiliation I suffered that I will visit upon my enemies, and I will use this coin to pay for his grave. And so I hand you the brick, and I give it to you.
Thank you, Max, for your thoughtful gift. I appreciate that. I do want you to know, though, I hold no ill will toward my fallen brother.
I'm not talking about your brother. I'm talking about the principal.
Yes, I get it. Yeah, and I do believe that the principal is at fault here. And I do seek to do what's right, but I don't think it's out of revenge. Let me just caution you, young Max, that fire that burns within inside you, it could consume you to a point where you won't be able to find yourself back again, to find your true self. Just be careful in the way you approach your revenge.
And I look at you seriously, and my perpetual grin that I always keep fades. My eyes go a little cold, and I stand up and I start to walk away. And in your head, I reach out to you and I say to you, I've already been consumed. And I walk to the line with Horatio.
All right, the main quest for this party now is to alleviate Max's undying thirst for revenge. It's therapy, the podcast.
And you get to the stage.
Oh yeah. What are they playing?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Jesus Christ.
The war song.
What instruments are on the stage? Is there an organ?
You see an organ in the very back, a drum set in the front, a bass, like one of the ones that like you like boom 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 bonus, that one kind of thing, and then
Stand-up bass.
Yeah, stand-up bass, and then a triangle attached with a cord.
They start playing the bare necessities. Everyone gets up and starts to dance.
I am.
It's the one song at the cookout.
I notice that there's the organs, but there's no wind. So I like squeeze in right next to the triangle person, and I pull out my pan flute and then start to go. And it's like every other note is slightly too flat.
Make a performance check.
Oh my god, are you ready for this? Nothing matters. I could roll 1.
She is God with a pan flute.
Yeah, 16 plus 7. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Suck on that, DM.
Wow.
Okay.
Told you better watch out.
I want you to describe the performance.
I think I just did.
No one notices he's
All right.
slightly off.
Everyone's like, wow, this is actually, I didn't realize that it was missing a wind instrument, but yeah, the alto was lacking, and here, or the soprano in this band was lacking, and now I feel like it's complete. People will noticeably settle into their seats a little bit more.
Your performance, it finishes, the show comes to an end, everyone's just starts clapping and cheering, and a dragonborn comes walking out, and he is just shining gold, and he is one of the most magnificently beautiful creatures that you have all ever seen. And he comes out and he says, My, oh my, what a fantastic performance by everyone, including the mysterious pan flute player that just walked up and started playing.
I raise my pan flute, go anoning, and then I nod my head and I get ready for the next song.
I turn around hearing Anne shout out to the crowd anoning from my line in Chicken, and inspired by the bravery of Anne to take the stage and the confidence showed, I shout out, "Go in!" Casting bardic inspiration for her.
I sidle up to Horatio and I go, they need better security here.
He looks over, and his horns, he has two coming out of his head, and they just twist up and they kind of curl backwards with two emeralds in each of them. And he looks at you, at Anne, and goes, and he looks at everyone, and then just slightly plans over to Anne and goes, "Thank you all for coming tonight. It has been a fantastic show. I'd like to give a round of applause for all our performers. The young woman playing the pan flute. We would love to have you play again in our performance. Would you please come and talk to me after the show, after everyone says goodbye, in the back?"
I turn to the triangle, the confused trianglist, and go, "I thought he might say that," and I give him like a little like affirmative nod.
Everyone kind of goes out. He doesn't look away from Anne. Everyone else walks. All the other people watching the show slowly go out of the tent. What did the rest of you do?
I muscle my way past Horatio and just say, "Step aside, amateur," and buy a reasonable 10 chickens.
Oh, wow. So reasonable.
And then I take them all out to like the picnic tables outside or like sort of inside the tent where they, just outside the eating area, and just get to work.
As you're walking past to go to the eating area, I look at you and I go, "Are you going to share any of those?"
Yes.
That didn't sound confident. I'll get some more.
I want to walk over to Anne and Anne, what inspired you to join the crowd? That was a wonderful performance.
Thank you. You know what? It was missing some soprano.
I totally agree. That was a brilliant bit of musical insight you had there.
That was well done. Well done. May I accompany you to go speak to the master of ceremony?
Sure. I'm just wrapping up with my new colleagues. None of them have said anything to me yet. They're all just as confused.
Just stunned.
Yeah.
Well, I am inspired, and I will happily sit and watch your second performance. I'm sure it'll be better than the first.
Trogrim comes up behind them, like licking his fingers, like, "The security here is lax. I will come as well."
I walk up with two
Belch.
chickens. I go, "That was so fast, Trogrim." And then I look at the rest of you and I go, "Food?"
Ooh, I just like tear off a chicken leg from one of the chickens he's
Yes,
holding.
this is how it is
Start
done.
eating it.
Good work. You are
Trogrim takes
learning.
both chickens.
No, I had my 10 chickens. I am full for the next hour.
I've turned to everyone and I was like, "Good job, you guys. I'm gonna go talk to whoever boss man is, and I'll be back. These are my friends. These are my. We're not friends yet, but we'll get there. Especially Triangle Man. I mean, it was a little bit late, the ending, but we'll get there, and I believe in you. I'll see you guys later." And I finger gun them as I shake a chicken.
I accompany you.
Yeah. Off to see Golden Dragonborn.
We're in the back room now. It's got a regular desk. It's got some nice lanterns. It's well lit, and he looks over at Anne and goes, "Oh, little lady, my name is Zephyr the Golden. How long have you been playing flutes like that?"
Edit that out.
Stare in the eyes.
Stare blankly for a couple seconds. You know what? It's been 20, maybe my whole life.
Your whole life?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic. Listen. I'm not the biggest fan of people just coming into my circus and hopping in and thinking that they can do whatever they want. It sets a bad precedent. So it's not good that you just walked in there. You know what I'm saying? How would you like it if you were doing a performance that you practiced and I just walked into yours?
If you made it better, I'd probably roll with it.
Mr. Golden. Theo Blackthorn, how are you?
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you, Theo.
Might I say that, from one businessman to another, these musicians, their heads are in the cloud. They're always thinking about
I'm nodding.
music. they're always thinking about improvisation. Our young friend here is much the same way. And I will say that your other musicians seem to appreciate her contribution to the performance, and she really did knock it out of the park. So really, the question is, sir, how much are you willing to pay for that service again?
No, we're not going to be doing this again.
I'm sorry.
For what happened, for the intrusion, even though it was great. You make a lot of excellent points with that. Even though it was great.
I'm still nodding.
From one business person to another, of course.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a business person.
What? Don't you own this fine circus?
Oh yeah, I like to think of us more like protection. We're here to protect the town. Now, our normal fee is either a dream or a single tear shed in wonder.
I'm sorry. You charge a dream.
Yes.
And you are here to protect the town.
There were like 40 of those after my performance.
Aren't
so I
you
don't know why.
standing outside with us?
You snuck in.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Smelled chicken.
It's
Delete-
a tent.
delete
You
that.
can hear everything. It's a tent.
Man. Delete that, edit out.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say, there were like 40 of those shed by the crowd after my performance. So I'm not quite sure why you didn't just gather those,
Good sir, I deal in coin. I don't know if I deal in dreams and tears.
We deal in that. So, for your magnificent performance,
Good word.
I nod.
either leave or go see Madame Zafara to give up your dream.
You drive a hard bargain, Z-Man.
This You see what I'm saying about musicians?
Now, what if I were to offer you this instead?
Doesn't have to be your dream. Any one of you or your comrades' dreams.
What if, and now I'm just gonna spitball here. I had a lot of dreams like 16 hours ago that I'm not sure were mine or anyone else's, but they're burned into my memory now. Can I give those up? I'd rather forget that my friends were trying to create a child army.
It's a dojo. It's different.
They want to be there.
I'll let Madame Zafora go over the details with your dreams.
All right, well, at least let me say goodbye to my newfound colleagues. Well, my new, recently ex-colleagues, because I think they're really going to be bummed out about this.
Of course you can say goodbye.
This cost. What if we refuse to pay? I'm just curious. And what is this protection you speak of? And who is this Madame Zafara, or is it Zafara?
And also, why is your security so bad if you're not a fan of people just walking in here?
Because obviously people should know better.
Well, your trianglist should know better than to be slightly offbeat. And then I walk out of the tent. Like with a flare, I just fling it open and I go, I look back as the tent closes and then I walk out.
I think I should go with her.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm playing the doot toot 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 on my way too, and you just hear it fading out.
Good day.
Good day, Mr. Zephyr, sir. Did he happen to mention where we have to go meet this lady Zafara?
We saw her tent. She was reading. Fortune teller
the
stuff.
tarot woman.
Wasn't it?
We wanted to go see her anyway. Let's head over there, shall we?
Well, seeing
You guys walk out to
Anne,
us?
seeing Anne walk back
Yeah, we
towards
walk
the
back.
stage area, I try looking around, trying to kind of rile the crowd up for excitement for the next performance. I'm like, yes, Anonim, one more, encore.
The musicians are outside. They're sad and confused still. And I'm like, listen, Z-Man, he's nixing me. I'm getting the boot. But it's been a pleasure working with all of you, no matter how brief. And then I finger gun the half orc that was on the triangle. And I'm like, it only gets up. It only gets better from here. Okay. And they're all kind of crying a little bit teary-eyed, still confused though. And then I go, Anne O'Neill, regionally renowned musician, usually a one-woman band. This has been great. Spread the word. Tell all your friends. And then I'm going to walk back to you guys and be like, all right, that was really hard. All right, let's go.
All right. Max confused. I'm like, all right.
Well, I'm sorry to hear your contract negotiations didn't go well, but such happens in the music industry.
Sometimes it's just about getting your name out there, you know? And I think that I'll never forget them, all of them, all 4 of them.
You
And
rarely do.
They'll never forget me.
The circus is the fire in which friendships are forged.
All right, let's head on out. Exit stage left, as they say in the biz, to Lady Zephora.
Is that the
Lady
tarot lady?
Sephora?
Lady
Tarot
Sephora?
lady.
Well, I can't claim I've ever been one of a belief in the occult. I do always enjoy the looks on the cards. So
What do you mean? There are constantly people casting spells. You don't believe in divination?
No.
it's all hogwash.
All right.
We just accidentally
Stunned.
cast spells this whole time.
The earth is flat.
I was going to say, we call you flat earthers. We're on
As we're like walking up to Madame Zafara, Trogrim turns to Max and says, "What is this?"
She is going to tell our fortunes, buddy. She's going to look into the future and unravel a bit of it to show us or tell us what can happen.
How can she be certain? Is this magic?
Magic. Though, be careful. There have been people out there who have faked it and conned other people. So take it with a grain of salt.
So maybe not magic.
Let's just go and see.
Okay.
I would think, Trogrim, that one from a village that is shielded from the world by a magical veil of mystery would believe in such things as magic and mystery and the unknown.
And I believe in magic. I fought magic every day as my day job. I do not necessarily believe in magic to tell the future. The future exists 30 minutes ahead for me.
What a profound way of
Future
thinking,
exists wherever
Trogrim.
the nearest chicken coop is.
So profound, Trogrim. All right, let's go ahead.
You walk into the tent, and this tent is much smaller. It is purple, and when you walk in, there are torches, about 4 in the circle around. It's a circular tent, and they're all lit with green fire.
What color is the tent?
Is it a familiar green?
No. As you walk in, it's the green fire. You walk in, and you see a woman with long gray hair around what seemingly looks like 150 years old. She's a very old woman. Human woman with bright purple eyes that look as young as any 20-year-old. And she says, welcome.
I love the ambiance. I do.
Take a seat.
All right. Will I be the first of us to go, or
Go for it.
We will all
we
do
only-
this together.
We only need one of us to give up a dream, right?
wait? What about dreams? I thought we were here to get our
Do
fortunes
you know
read.
about it yet?
I don't think you're
No, I don't. Oh man, I'm off my game today. It's been a long time.
So much metagaming.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't pay attention while they were doing that, so I know nothing.
I'm not particularly fascinated with fortune telling, so I am just standing in the back.
So, if you don't mind, I'll fill them in.
I look up and I go, oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm still like,
So, talking to Master Zephyr, he mentioned that the cost of her performing in the circus was a dream, madam. We were here, instructed to come here for you to collect such dreams.
I'm taking a bite of chicken. I go, okay, we'll leave that. He didn't even pay me. He's asking me to pay him.
It sounds like you're really eating something.
Yeah, I have the chicken I took.
That is really high quality acting.
Method acting.
Thank you.
She says as she bites a cookie.
Wait. They're asking us to pay for that performance?
That's what I said.
Somebody, one of us, must give a dream.
Oh, what
Or cry.
he always forgets. A memory, a dream,
A tear, right?
or a single tear shed in wonder.
I've certainly seen some very strange, shall we say, backdoor currencies being used in the circus industry. I've never heard ones such as these. Usually, they take more physical means.
Wait. You said a tear shed in wonder.
Yes.
I go, Trogrim, hold this, and I give him the rest of my chicken leg.
May I have this, or are you saving this for later? This is a dangerous thing to handle.
I'm sure we'll find more later. If you really get hungry, you can, but hold on to your butts here.
I hand the chicken leg to Max and I say, I cannot be trusted.
I come up.
Obviously.
Is there a table or something close by?
Yeah, she's sitting behind the table.
Okay. I climber up to the table and I go, can I stand on this for a second?
You already have.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm just making sure. Do you have any twine? Can I borrow your hair?
Yes. And she kind of plucks some up, twists it, and hand it to you.
I go, thank you. And then I kind of unload. I put my 10-inch cast iron frying pan face down on the table. And I give it a couple good stomps. And then I take my bagpipes off my back and I put them on the table. And I take my pan flute and I find my harmonic consonant note pipe on my bagpipes because I researched this. And I try and line it up with the lower end of my pan flute. And I take her hair and I secure the pan flute to the top of the organ pipe. And I prop my bagpipes up on my shoulder, give it a couple good blows to make sure that I have indeed secured the pan flute to the harmonic in a proper fashion. And I go, a tear shed in wonder, you say. Let me present to you this. And I start tapping or like stomping on the cast iron pedal. And I call the song Wondrous Wall. And I start playing the intro to Wonderwall, like the stupid, annoying riff that just keeps going on the bagpipes that has a crappy little like pan flute getting harmonized with it while I'm stomping on.
Okay.
All right, who's crying?
She seems...
I'm crying at how bad it is.
She seems unimpressed. Everyone else here, roll a d20. If anyone gets higher than a 17, you shed a tear.
Just a natural D20.
Yeah.
So close.
I rolled a 15.
7.
19.
Theo looks quizzingly at Anne, and his eyes are bone dry.
So needless to say, he did not roll.
6. I don't know. I'm trying to stay in the moment here. I hate you so much. Did you need to roll? I showed. I didn't tell.
Wait, what did you roll, George?
You got 19.
Visual storytelling, damn it.
You needed a 17 or higher.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. Out of all of us, the one most damaged emotionally.
And then I hear this sniffling behind me.
Yeah. I see the tear and I go, get it!
The tear rolls down your cheek, up, and then starts flying towards Madame Zafara, and she quickly captures it with a jar, and then puts it down, and goes, "Your debt is paid."
I go, today was going to be the day.
And I'm still swaying.
The first line
Lost
of
in it.
Wonderwall is, today is going to be the day.
2 days
It's
gonna
gotta
be
be the day
that
that I gotta bring it back to you.
This song is overplayed.
Yeah, but not like this. And I bow. All right, let's leave.
Wait.
Are we not going to get our fortunes read? And I start crying a
Yeah,
little bit more. I can't stop it. Maybe we should come back.
There's a cost for your fortune read.
Is it another tear of wonder? Because I could try a different song.
The tear has been paid. A memory or a dream.
Does anyone have any bad memories plaguing them? Any
I
wounding
prefer to
memories?
keep
And I'm
all of mine.
staring, I'm staring at Max. Anything wounding, damaging?
I prefer to keep those.
All right.
No,
They're what fuel me.
I know carnival folk, and any type of carnival folk that asks for one of my dreams has ill intent behind you what they intend to use that with.
Peanut, you have any dreams, memories?
Peanut has probably lots of good memories. give up Peanut.
Peanut does not. Peanut is very confidently sitting in my shirt pocket and not moving.
Vibes. I go, well, you know what? I'm done what I came here to do, so I'm going to exit. I don't really.
Can I give up any memory I choose, or is it one of your choosing?
You won't remember the memory you lose.
I prefer
Deep.
not.
I'm taking my chicken
Friends,
back from
that is a risk we cannot take, for we have memories that we need. For example, young Chad, we cannot risk losing Chad, which is our mission, by the way. And so need I remind you that we've got to get back on the path of finding Chad. He's been split into 5, and we've only found 1 location so far, so we still have much to do. So this seems to be some sort of dead end when it comes to that mission and that quest, and we should move on.
Yes. I prefer not to have my mind mess with. If it was simply gold, I would have given you that, but since it is not, I guess we must make our way out of here.
All right.
I throw up a peace sign.
Thank you for your payment.
Thank you for whatever you just did. And I walk out, still holding the chicken leg, and I give it to Anne. Anne?
I gave it to Trockham.
I could not be trusted.
I take the chicken leg. I go, good man.
Is there anything else in the center of town that we should that we feel like we might want to investigate or see? Takes it.
Yeah, do we want to give Peanut to the cart?
Yeah, Trogon wants to go investigate the cart of animals.
All right.
He rolls up and says,
Why are these in cages?
Oh, hi there. They're in cages because we use them for a performance. And sometimes it's pretty like people like to see exotic animals, so we keep them around so people can come check them out.
Who are you?
Oh, no.
I'm Zuck, the animal herder. How are you?
Zuck, the animal herder. Do these animals want to be here?
Probably not.
Have you ever spoken to these animals?
Why would I speak to them? They'll tell me how they want to leave.
He's got a point.
Are these animals benefited in any way by being in your service?
Of course, we feed them, we take care of them, we make sure they're clean and happy. They're all performers, just like all of us here.
Trogon wants to make an insight check to see if this guy's actually telling the truth.
Yeah.
Is this a human man?
As you look at him, he is wearing he's a human man, and all he has on right now is a barrel with some straps, and his arms are coming out, and he's just kind of like sitting there in the barrel.
Nice.
Armor for the dangerous animals, I see.
Trogon got a 4.
You don't think he's lying.
I look at the snake and I say,
And if you want to leave, blink 3 times.
I say this in English. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
speak with him. Or in common, I guess. They said there's like a 2-headed snake.
Yeah.
They say,
Blink 3 times between the 2 of you.
It blinks normally, and then just kind of like looks through you.
Are there any small animals in this group of, like, in this menagerie?
No, it's the exotic animals: 2-headed snake, winged lions, and a shimmering unicorn.
Unicorn.
I ask, what did you say the animal?
Zuck, the animal herder.
Zuck, the animal.
We have Zuck.
Mr. Zuck, this is quite the menagerie you've gathered. Now, based on the mobile carts and cages that I see here, you seem to be a very capable traveling circus. Do you travel across the Sword Coast very, very far?
Oh, well, we used to, but not since we set up camp here.
Well, I myself was in the performing arts and used to actually be a ringmaster of a circus myself. I don't suppose you're familiar with Dewthorn's Twilight Jubilee circus, are you?
Dude, I have not heard of that circus in particular, but there are more circus people in the town.
Interesting. Well, I ask because I've been in search of some of my previous companions that I fell out of contact with, and this is one of the first circuses I've seen in quite a while. Now, my previous endeavors of searching for my friends have been fruitless so far, but if you happen to hear any information of people that have been previously involved with the Dewthorn Twilight Jubilee, I would be most appreciative.
I'll make sure to come talk to you about that if I hear anything about that. With that being said, the man who does do other carny stuff that's not involved with our carny, he's down at the docks usually setting up some boat or something or another. I don't know much, but That's where he likes to hang out.
That is excellent information. Do you happen to have the man's name?
I do not.
Master Zuck, if I may ask a question or so, tell me more about why this traveling circus no longer travels. Mr. Zephyr mentioned that they were in the protection business, and I was just kind of curious what arrangement you have with this fine city here. What gives?
Well, I'm not quite allowed to be sharing this information with outsiders like yourselves, but if you don't tell anybody, I won't tell anybody.
I certainly won't tell anybody.
We protect them from us because we are the danger. So,
I am the danger.
I go, I like it. That's smart. You cause the problem, then you solve the problem.
This is racketeering.
Oh, that's what that is.
That's a good way to make money. Should we start doing that?
No.
Tax.
I have a question for you.
yes,
So, nameless guy down at the docks what does he look like?
he's a loxodon.
A what?
A loxodon.
A magical Leopleurodon.
Shut the non-believer.
What is a loxodon?
A loxodon is an elephant creature. So it's a human
Oh,
elephant.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm familiar. That seems fitting for a circus.
But does he have a hat? Does he wear hats?
He does wear a hat, actually.
Does he wear a big hat?
No, it's not very big.
Is it kind of cute? Is it comically small?
It's comically small.
My next question for you before we get out of here.
Yes.
Can I let these animals out?
Oh, no. Thanks for asking, though. I really appreciate that.
All right. Do I see any keys on him?
No, he's wearing a barrel.
I'm going to push him over.
Does he visibly look like he is wearing any other clothes other than the barrel?
It's just the barrel.
Just the barrel. So
Yeah.
you can see like full exposed neckline,
Yeah,
arms.
yeah,
All right.
yes.
Is it like a pretty large barrel? Like it would be kind of funny to watch him try to get up in it?
Possibly. It depends. Sure, yeah, it'll be, yeah.
I was going to say I sweep the leg, but then I remember that my unarmed strength is 0.
So you are tiny.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
If these people do not pay the quote unquote protection fee, what will you do?
Oh,
Trogram, that's none of our business. We have other things to focus
we
on.
take the memories. And we take their dreams.
What do you do with this currency? It seems odd. I've never heard of that used as currency before.
It seems like someone's getting a real bad end of the stick if they're just taking people's memories.
I just take care of the animals. I have no part of the actual logistics of the operation. I just sit here and I feed them and I make sure that they're all happy.
All right, blink 3 times if they also got your clothes.
He blinks 3 times.
Guys, I don't think he remembers why he's here, and also they robbed him blind.
Yeah.
Well, I can't imagine that releasing a large number of wild animals would do anyone, ourselves or this circus, any good. So,
The animal's pretty good.
well, unfortunately.
Peanut weigh in?
I would like to make an animal go up to the unicorn, make an animal handling check to see if it is actually being taken care of as a unicorn should.
Yeah.
Is it actually a unicorn, or is it like some guy disguised as...
I'm about to find out. 13.
13. As you go up to the animal, you get this connection with it. And it's one that you know that this animal is loved for and cared for. And it has no reason to want to live. And as you get close to it, he kind of looks at you. The animal looks at you and just kind of nods.
There's no reason to want to live.
Leave.
Oh, leave.
I was like, these
I
are
was like, oh my God, wait.
entirely apathetic, nihilistic,
Suicidal
zebras.
unicorn.
Leave.
I misspelled leave with my mouth.
That's a new one. That's good.
That's Paige's joke.
That's why you gave him that look. I'm like, why did you get?
I was waiting for it.
I turn to the rest of the party and say, "This place is above board, at least in respect to animal handling."
Well, I have certainly enjoyed all of the wonderful performances I've seen so far,
Thank you.
despite the very strange and, shall I say, creepy currencies in which they deal with here. I'm not inclined to spend any more money in that sense.
How did you buy the chicken?
They took gold.
I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think logistically it would be challenging to have tier extraction happening on a per service basis for fast food.
Yeah, especially if there's no music involved.
Oh, sir, we don't take gold.
I start counting my gold.
It's the same. Because we took your memory instead.
I don't like the implications of this.
All right.
I start going through
I have
my
an
memories
immense-
one by one.
I have an
Somebody
immense
had-
distrust for everybody involved in this circus.
Trogrim and Max just start like hashing out the last hour to figure out where the memory gaps are. It's like, okay, we sat down. I got popcorn, or some fire dancers. You talked to if I'm enjoying myself.
I was in a band.
You were in a band. I smiled. We talked about your past with your stepfather and the coin.
Well, I remember the coin.
You disappeared, then you reappeared with chicken.
Yeah, I also do not remember. I taste chicken between my teeth, but I do not remember getting. Okay, I see the price.
Well, Trogrim, I can confirm you cut me in line and then purchased a significant number of
Horatio,
chickens.
you were in line?
Yes.
We need to leave.
Sun on my face, it's a brand new day, and it's telling me it'll all be okay. All the clouds and the rain, that's of yesterday. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll all be okay. It's a good day. It's a good day.
Hey, thanks as always for listening to the Dead Dragon Society. If you enjoyed this episode, do us a solid, will you, and tell a friend. You can also leave a 5-star review. That'll help others find this content. Be sure to follow us on TikTok, Insta, and X. Thanks for being a part of the society. We'll see you again next time.
All the clouds